Welcome to Awake and Activate. On this episode of Awake and Activate, we're going to talk about God's divine plan, 5D Earth, and message to humanity. I'm inserting the Fair Use Act for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody. As you may or may not know, it's my birthday today. And for my birthday, I was given the most wonderful gift. When I woke up, everything that I've been trying to explain, I found from one person having a session that it just completed everything that I've been trying to explain and teach for a little while. So, please enjoy this. It's God's divine plan. It talks about 5D Earth. It talks about so many things. It also talks about how we get the feelings, our gut instincts within our heart, and the vibes that other people can send off. And it just covers so much that you're going to be amazed. And I want to thank Alba Weinman, and I'm going to leave a link to the entire, because I only took some pieces of it, but if you want to watch the entire interview that was done or session, you can go into the description box and see it there. It's well worth your time. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this. What a treat. Amazing. Just amazing. God definitely has a divine, perfect plan. It's our part that we have to do within the plan that makes all the difference. But His plan is perfect. In this perfect plan, first thing I want to show you, I'm playing it on 2 times the speed to show you that this gentleman is completely in gamma. Gamma is deep sleep state. But what happens is our brain waves flip to a higher function, which allows this information to come through and using his vessel. And when you're watching him, you may see that he's shaking and vibrating, but that's pretty normal when you're dealing with these higher beings and our vessels are not used to containing them. They do try to pull back to not to harm or do anything like that. So don't let that alarm you. Just listen to his words. But like I said, the first part is at double speed, just so I can show you that he's completely out. And then the next part, it shows the information that I've selected out for you guys to enjoy.
What was he afraid of today?
He does not want to deceive. This is his biggest thing. He does not want to deceive other souls because he loves you too much to do that. And it would hurt him so to do that to you. He does not believe his Metatron. And rightly so. This is why I chose him to be this way. This is why he is who he is. But you know this. You know when you sit with him how it feels. It feels genuine. It feels love. You can feel compassion from him. You can feel a sense of really wanting to know what's going on in your life. And a sense of wanting to take that away and help you. That's part of God's energy. It's part of me. He is me. You feel my energy through him.
Well, I need that energy today with the jet lag that I have.
And so you will have it. And so you will have it, daughter of mine. So you will. You'll have twofold. You can have mine, and you'll have Metatrons as well.
Thank you. That sounds good to me. I need a good night's sleep after this.
And I can see that. You know, but I can see that happening.
Thank you so much. So, I know that he had seen a vision of everything that was going to happen today.
Yes.
What is it that you wanted to say?
I wanted humanity to know that it's okay to enjoy and feel joyful about 5D. It's okay to feel excited about it. Enjoy it. I created it for you. I want you to experience it. I am happy to say, since our last connection, Alba, that there are more of you who are going to be experiencing 5D now, which makes me happy. I'm holding back on the light, sending it to you, because I want more of you to experience 5D. There's no point creating this wonderful state of being without many of you experiencing it.
Can you tell me what 5D is all about? Some people say they already live in 5D.
No, not yet. There are moments of it, yes, that bleeds through, that filters through. It's a state of acceptance, it's a state of love, it's a state of caring for one another, as I've described, Alba, sacred souls, helping one another, helping Gaia, acknowledging Gaia is a living, breathing, beautiful being, and working with her and asking if it's okay to do this with her, and not just doing it because we are blind, because you are blind and can't see what you're doing to her. She deserves better than that.
But many people question 5D. Will we have bodies in 5D? Do we need to die in 5D? Is it a different Earth in 5D? What is 5D?
You cannot die, Alba.
Our physical bodies.
Yes, they would. You have the choice. I gave you free will. Each one of you can choose. There are some of you who are very playful. Okay, there are some of you who want to project a body, and that's fun. It's projection like it is today, like on your cinema screens and your TV screens. You can project it. If you want to go as a light body, go as a light body. If you'd like to go as human, go as a human. You have a choice. But the difference is that each one of these is available to you. You choose. You choose. You choose what you feel will feel right. And maybe when you get there, you will decide it's not what you want. Well, choose again. You have that right. It is your right to choose again. So choose again.
Wonderful.
Have the experience. Experience all of the glory, all of the magnificence that I have created for you. I did this for you. So you may enjoy 5D and learn from it. Some of you are still blind, still very much blind to the energies.
Right now, I'm enjoying 3D.
This fractal is enjoying 3D as well.
And I don't apologize for that. I'm loving my life at this stage. And I'm really, really seeing that I can manifest. Quicker, almost instantly sometimes.
Yes. Isn't it wonderful?
And it's becoming so much fun. How can I project that to others who are still struggling?
They have to go through their process. Then you can't go from start to finish without going through the steps. No. This is not how it was designed. This is not how you designed it. There's a process to it. So stop procrastinating. Start the process. Begin. What are you waiting for? You know? What do you want? More cars, more houses, more material things? Does it make you happy? You know it doesn't. I know it doesn't. Connecting to this makes you happy. This one connects to me, and he loves meditation. But when he first began, he could only manage 5 minutes, Alba. But he practiced, and he kept trying. He was persistent. He kept trying. He didn't give up.
What do you tell those who say they cannot meditate?
Try something else. Have you tried walking in nature? Take your shoe socks off. Try it. Connect with the grass. Connect with the soil. See how it makes you feel. That will put you in a meditative state. It's the same thing. Have you tried yoga? Another great way of unblocking the energies within you, opening you up, opening those chakras. Close your eyes when you do it. That's another meditative state. There are so many ways to do it.
And once you get into meditation, because many people are fighting it, what happens?
Persist. Persist. You persist in so many other things. You persist in gaining monetary value. You persist in buying lottery tickets. If you put the same effort into your meditation, you would succeed. Repetition is an important part of success. Keep on trying. Keep on trying. Even if you don't get immediate results, keep on trying. Your soul understands. You all know what works for you. Your soul kind of prods you in the right direction. Your brain kind of says it, thinks it, says it. And then your body needs to act on it. And that's where many of you become stuck. Because you want it, your heart desires it, which is your soul, and then you think about it, and then you fail to follow through. And follow through is so important. It's really important. It has something to teach you. It has value in it.
So you have to do the work.
Yes, Alba. This is not something that's okay. People are waiting for 5D, almost like a way to save them, a way to get out of their misery. Okay? No, this is not the way. This is not the way of the strong, incredible, magnificent, perfect souls that I made. This is not the way. Try that little bit harder. I know you can do it, because I see it in you. This one also sees the potential in all of you. Why do you think he guides? Why do you think he says things? And then it triggers you, and it's like, oh, why didn't I do it sooner?
But what do you tell those people who want to go home? There's so many that don't want to be here now.
You want to go home because you feel alone. Do you not see the circle here? You want to go home because you feel alone. You feel alone because you're not doing the work that you should be doing. You're not putting in the work to feel connected. This fractal was the same. A few years ago, this fractal had the same idea. Metatron wanted to come home. But this it is different for him, because he has a mission and I expect him to do it. No exceptions with this man, with this one, with Metatron. With all of you other souls, you have the choice. If you want to leave, leave. Come home. I'll welcome you with open arms. But I tell you now, you will be disappointed with yourself. You will be saying, why did I just not stick it out? Why did I just not step out of my comfort zone and try? Why did I just not try? I could have tried. Changing one little thing of my life could change such a big part of it, have such a big influence, have a knock-on effect of your life. That would be unimaginable to you. And this fractal has experienced it. Having the last session with you, Alba, He's more open now. He's having visions without even meditating. They just happen. It's funny, he thinks they just happen. It doesn't just happen. It's me connecting with him. He is, although he is not aware of it, he is developing his clairaudient. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want these abilities, because much like you, Alba, he enjoys the 3D. He enjoys not having those abilities, because him, as Metatron, in his fullest form, has all the abilities that I have. All the abilities. Because this is the way I chose it to be. Therefore, you have access to the same. Metatron is not alone in being able to access all the gifts that I've laid out for you. If you want them, have them. Come and claim them. Put the work in. You can have it, but you're going to have to work at it. If you want to become more clairaudient, you're going to have to work at it. There are some people who already understand that the work's not required, and it's just a matter of being, just being. But there are many of you are still in that paradigm where you have to work to achieve, and this is why we are discussing this today on this level. I'm not talking about those who already have it, those who are already being it, in the beingness of it.
You know, we talk about Gaia ascending.
Yes.
And we see so many terrible things that are happening around us.
Yes.
Why is it that we've lost our connection with our Mother Earth?
There are many reasons. The homes that you live in block out a lot of the energy that Gaia gives to you. When the sun is out, you're all out. Yes? Yes. How does it feel when you're out?
Wonderful. I sat outside about 20 minutes yesterday charging my battery before coming here. I was afraid it was going to be cloudy again. I was given the gift of a blue sky.
I gave Metatron the gift of blue skies today on his travels. To you, Alba.
Thank you. I was pleasantly surprised to see the sun here.
He does not know this, though. It's okay to be in your 3D world. It's fine to be in your 3D body. Enjoy it. I made it this way. I want nothing but joy for you. And if you are feeling joyful because you're enjoying it, then enjoy it. I want you to feel joy. I want you to feel abundance, whatever that might be for you. But the most important thing is be happy. Be happy, children. Be happy. Happy children are happy children.
Being happy, does that help us go into 5D?
Yes. You manifest quicker.
Okay.
Your creativity is tenfold as a result. And the love you share with one another is quicker. You not only manifest for yourself, but you can manifest for others.
Yes.
You show them. You're good examples of that. You will show them.
Well, it took me a long time to get out of the closet and talk to other people.
Yes. But you're not there anymore, Alba. I do remember. You were very shy. You were very much a recluse, and you were holding yourself back, Alba. You were holding yourself back, but you no longer have that. The groups you have created is magnificent. I can see how much joy it creates, and they want more. Alba, they want more. It's not enough. This is the way it is. They want more because they love the feeling of that connection. My connection with all of you is there. It's always been there. If you want to connect and have a chat with me, come and have a chat. I will talk to you because I love you, because I want you near me. I want to see how things are going for you. I care. But I've given you free will. So choose carefully, children. Some of you do not choose carefully. You're so unwise with your decisions. And although I do not have a preference one way or the other, but Metatron does. And it does make him sad that you do not choose wisely, because he sees you as all wise, magnificent souls. He sees your potential of what you can be. And that's what he gives you the advice from that viewpoint, from that standpoint, not from where you see yourself here and now today. He sees you in the future of who you really are. And that's how he gives you the advice. That's how he shares with you.
I have a question which has been floating around in my mind for a little while. And it is about prayer and how we connect. There's many people who have been brought up with religion and have rejected the religion. And now they don't even want to pray.
Yes.
Can you tell me how that's affecting them when they have rejected everything?
Ever heard the saying, prayers going unanswered? Christianity had a purpose, and over time that purpose has been corrupted more than I'd like to see. He corrupted to the point where souls are being abused. Mentally, physically, people are being controlled and tortured in this way. Do you think God would want that for you? The churches are great institutions in the sense that when you walk into a church, your vibration increases 100-fold. Why is that? Gaia's energy. Churches were built on ley lines. This is the secret. This is why when you walk into a church, you feel so joyful, you feel so happy, you are more connected to your soul than you've ever been. This is why you give your money freely, without wanting anything in return. You can have that feeling all the time. I am with you all of the time. It is time for you to change. It is time for you to leave behind the old and start with the new. There are so many channelers today, magnificent souls who are brave and putting themselves on the line at their own personal risk to bring this information to you. Alba, you being one of them. So listen to this. This advice is like gold. You cannot find what you're looking for in the Bible. What you're looking for is within you. And if you cannot find it within you, and you need to look outside of you, then look at the channelers. You know the information that they're giving you is right. The funny thing is, it's right for you at that particular time, at that particular moment in time. A few moments further on, Alba, you might change that particular viewpoint.
Yeah.
And this is the process of learning. This is the process of ascension. Leave the Bible. Connect to your soul. Connect to me. Neil Donald Walsh. We have had conversations with Donald. I like to call him Donald. Conversations with God, book 1. Read it. Read it again and again, until it becomes second nature to you, until it becomes where you can just say it without thinking it. This is God. This is God in its truest form. But please, do not misunderstand. You know Metatron through the house of heaven. And there are many houses that God is. And there are many houses that Metatron is, because he is with me. But you know us both through the house of heaven. This is not to say that the house of heaven is wrong. No. Nothing we have created is in those terms. It is what it is. It gives you so much pleasure to be with me. It gives you so much love. Many of you who are with me are so overwhelmed by my love. You cannot believe it. You are shocked by it. You are shocked that a father could love someone so much. You feel unworthy of it sometimes. This is not how I made you. You are all worthy of my love. You are all worthy of being in my presence. Do you think it's just the archangels and Metatron who are allowed to be in my presence? Of course not. You all are. You all are. Come. I'll welcome you. Open arms. With love that you've never known before. And you can recreate this love. You do it in fractions, in pockets. I see it. When you give without wanting something back, that's beautiful. That's loving. When you care for another person without wanting anything in return, that's loving. That's caring. When you help, that's loving. That's caring. You're not separate. You never have been separate. Learn to work together as one, because there is just one. As one. It is something you're going to have to learn. Put in the work. Do it.
Now recently we came across a channeling that was very tough.
Yes, Alva.
We discussed this before. Can you tell me why some channels come in tiptoeing and some people come in kicking up a storm?
The energy, Alba. The energy is all powerful. The love I have for you is all powerful. The love that the archangels, all the ascended masters that you know of, Jesus, Buddha, all of them, they all have power, Alba. But the difference between you and them is they stand in their power. They own their power. And you can do the same. It comes through because the power, the energy is so overwhelming for some. And it's also filtered through the brain. This one is a perfect example of this. He is unwilling to accept that I made him with all power, Alba, all glory. Glory that is unimaginable. But this is how I made him. I made him this way. And I have my reasons, and for reasons that I will not discuss, because you will not understand. Many of you are still with the idea of the Father in heaven. And if that what makes you happy, then be that. That's fine. I will accept it. I will be that for you. I will be whatever you want me to be, because I love you. Sometimes the energy that comes through Alba comes through the filter of the brain, and sometimes the messages become distorted. But there is value in all messages. Use your discernment. Use what feels right. Use your soul in here. Use your soul as guidance. It will tell you it feels right. Not everything feels right. Have you ever met someone, Alba, where when you shook their hand you felt this does not feel right? You felt a jolt of energy that didn't feel right, and then they've spoken to you. The jolt is your soul. That's your soul saying something's not right here. Be mindful. Be mindful. When they shake your hand, the brain kicks in. Something does not feel right. Something feels off here. The soul is still saying the same thing. Be mindful, Alba. Remember love. Remember love. These are indications that something isn't right. Use it. I gave you the ability. The more you meditate, the more you tune into this, the stronger it becomes. It will become so strong that even when you're sitting next to them or standing near them or in a room with them, you will feel it. Please don't condemn them. You must understand that in your world of duality, The people who've come in with a negative energy came in to teach. They are too strong souls. They are too valued. They are too my children. Yes, you heard me right. They are my children too. They agreed to play out the darkness so you could experience the light. Which one is harder? Ask yourself. Which one is harder? Which one takes a stronger soul to do?
Definitely the light, I think.
Darkness. Alba.
Darkness.
Yes.
I would think it's the opposite. I think we get challenged with the light.
Alba, playing the darkness is harder.
Is it?
Yes, because you are further away from me. You're further away from the light. When you're playing the role of light warriors, way showers, you connect into the light. You have moments of understanding of what it's like to have a soul-to-soul connection, a moment of what it's like to connect to me. The further away you are, the more disconnected you become.
Is that why the light workers have issues when they separate from you? Is that why?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I said that, because there are times when if you're working with the light and you travel into the dark, it's even worse.
Yes. This one experienced it in dream time. I sent him. Next day he felt terrible. He could not shake off this negativity, this blackness he felt around him. It took him a day and a half before everything was okay. And how he connected with his current soul family, with the ones that are around him, made him shake off that darkness. He reconnected again to the light. So you see, Alba, those of you have it a little bit easier when you connect to the light. But those of you who are choosing the darkness because this is the way it was and this is the way it is, it's difficult. It's not easy. It takes a lot of strength.
What do you say to those who are trying their best to connect with you all the time, yet they are being hit by psychic attacks, being hit by those that don't want you to be in the light?
This is the game you're playing. Yes, this is important. It's important for you to experience this. Because to know light, you must experience dark. And to know dark, you must experience light. There are many things you can use, Alba. Crystals is one. You can use crystals. There are many of them that are magnificent and powerful. Wearing them around your neck, having them in your home, putting them in the boundaries of your home will protect you. But do not forget that although these are great and you can use these tools, do not forget the power of your soul. Your soul is powerful. You can deflect them. It is within you. It is a process. You're learning how to do this. You're learning about darkness as well as light. So choose whichever it is that you prefer. The stronger the light within you, the harder it is for them to penetrate. Take the time. Your human bodies can be fragile, although I did not make them this way. I did not make them to break, to go wrong.
How did you create our bodies?
With perfection, to last as long as you wanted it to.
And that's what it says in Conversations with God book.
Yes. We are repeating ourselves, but like I said earlier, Alba, repetition is key for you, all of you.
Yeah.
You want to succeed in whatever your endeavour, whether that's monetary, whether that's spirituality, whether that's in love, repetition. Repetition. Keep trying. Don't give up. Keep trying.
What would you say to someone who is spiritually awakening and yet their partners and their families are not?
It's a gift. It's a gift to you. Well done. Well done. I'm proud of you. I'm proud that you have taken it upon yourself to wake up first. Show them the way. Give them the space. Don't be so judgmental. I did not make you this way. Don't be so judgmental. Give them the space. You love them, don't you? Yes. Well, give them the space. Allow them the time to wake up. Is this not what you do for someone that you love? Am I not allowing you the time? Am I not allowing you the time to ascend, to become more self-aware, to start living in your soul so you can ascend to your 5D? Of course. My light will be sent when I feel. Many of you have done this. Do the work. Give them the space. Allow them the space. If you love them, if you care about them, if you want to be with them, then give them the space. Allow them the space to be what they need to be. You are magnificent within yourself. Yes, I know you want them there, with you, now. But that's not going to happen. They need to do their own ascension, their own process of becoming, of knowing, of remembering who they are. That cannot be rushed. You cannot go from A to Z without skipping out all the steps in between. No, 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 no. Do the steps. Do the work. Allow your loved ones the space. Let them do the work. Show them. Guide them. Be patient. Be patient. It'll come. Be patient. The male energy. The female energy. I'm so proud of all my daughters. I am so, so proud. So, so proud. You have done so well of ascending quicker than the male energy. Your time's coming, I haven't forgotten. But the female energy, you are so wonderful. The female energy is so unique, so magnificent. You did it. You're doing it. You're trying. And you're doing it quicker. You're doing it quicker than the males. Now, time for the males. Metatron wants to say. Okay. Metatron wants to say. Stop procrastinating. This is directly for the male energy. Stop procrastinating. It's time. You think you are men? There are many aspects to the masculine energy, and love is being one of them. Many of you are still in your male energy. You feel that connecting or accepting or allowing some of this spirituality into your life is sappy or is hippy-dippy. You know the rest. Yes? This is how you feel. Well, let me tell you, I'm speaking to the male energy. I'm speaking to all of you. Let me tell you. Are you ready? Okay. Let me tell you that if this emotional ride, this emotional ascension that you have, then why is it that so many of you, in fact all of you, have all been touched by love and had your heart broken by love? It's just a simple emotion. It's very sappy. That's what you say, sappy. You say it has no place. It's not manly to be sappy. It's not manly to own your emotions, to own who you are. I did not make you this way. You have all been down on your knees, heartbroken, when another soul has broken your heart. Do you remember? Do you feel it right now? Because I feel it for you. Do you remember what that felt like? You were such a man that you were down on your knees, broken, begging, say, have me back, because I want the connection again. I want the love connection again. This is part of the male energy. It's always been a part of the male energy. It's time for you to accept that this is a part of you. Do you think it will make you weaker? Wrong. It'll make you stronger. How many women are wanting this? How many female energy are wanting the connection with a strong spiritual soul? How many of you? The male energy is lagging behind. I'm speaking to all of you men. It's time to put your fears aside. Take the step. I will walk with you. Metatron will walk with you. Together, side by side. We will take you there. But there's no point in hiding now. There's no point in rejecting the idea. Stand with your daughters, your sisters, your wives, your mothers. Stand with them. The time has come for you to choose, and choose better, choose wiser. I made the male energy this way. Yes, have your things, have your cars and the things that you like fire, like building, like running around in nature, like all the sports that you enjoy. They are not just restricted to male energy. I am not talking about the female energy. I am addressing the male energy here. Please be mindful. This is not to say that the female energy cannot do these things. They can, and more. Have I not acknowledged to my daughters? Good. So let's go back to the male energy. It's time. It's time. Stand in your power. I made you this way. Do not be disappointed with yourselves. I will not be disappointed with you. I have no judgment upon you, one way or the other. But let me tell you, you will be disappointed with yourself if you don't even try. So try harder, and you'll be magnificent if you tried. Just try. You're not even trying.
Wasn't that a magnificent message? It covered so many bases. 5D Earth, God's divine plan, the unconditional love, the non-judgment. It will be us that would be disappointed when we get over to that side and see what we were here to actually do. We get so stuck in the mundane things, and it's okay to enjoy 3D life, absolutely, but also challenge ourselves, because we are much more than we ever thought of. We're here to remember who we are. It's a beautiful thing. You guys have a wonderful day. Always share what you know and listen so we can all grow. And a special thank you to Alba Weinman, and I will have that link in the description box. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Peace.